Carroll bringing it forward. Thompson's making the run. Carroll hangs on to it though. Still Davy Carroll. Could go all the way here. Oh, what a goal!
I don't know what it is that makes me love you so. I only know I never wanna let you go. 'Cause you started something, you see, that ever since we met you had a hold on me. It happens to be true. I only wanna be with you.
Hello, I'm Phil Catchpole and you're listening to Ringing the Blues. On this week's show, we have all the action and reaction from the game at the Kassam against our near neighbours, Oxford United. Harry Boyes joins us on Playlist Picks, and JT the Kitman is this week's subject of Till Death Us Do Part. But before all of that, let's head to Mexico City for the full Liga Juan results with Uri.
We are ringing the blues from Mexico City. It's me, Uri, and here are the results for League One. Barnsley 2, Fleetwood Town 2, Blackpool 2, Peterborough United 4, Bristol Rovers 2, Northampton Town 1, Burton Albion 0, Leyton Orient 0, Cambridge United 1, Carlisle United 0, Charlton Athletic 0, Bolton Wanderers 2, Exeter City 1, Lincoln City 1, Oxford United 2, Wycombe Wanderers 2, Port Vale 1, Cheltenham Town 2, Reading 2, Portsmouth 3, Stevenage 3, Derby County 1, Wigan Athletic 2, Shrewsbury Town 0. So there were 3 second-half penalties in the game against Oxford United, and all of them were scored. Well done, Luke Leahy, on scoring both of yours. So Cherboy Spanish this week, a game of penalty kicks. So how do we translate game? Juego. Game, juego. Kicks, patada. Pata, leg. So, kick, patada. But we don't say patada. We say tiro, like shoot. So, penalty shoots, we say in Spanish. So, a game of penalty kicks translates as un juego de tiros penales. Un juego de tiros penales. A game of penalty kicks. That's it for this week. And back to England with my amigo Filiberto Cachapollos. Until next time.
Many thanks, Uri. Always educational. Right then, Wycombe Wanderers popped up the M40 to see their neighbours, Oxford United. It was a tense game as always, and here's what happened. Welcome to the Kassam here in Oxfordshire. Just a short hop up the M40 for Wycombe Wanderers today. A sold-out away end, a buoyant home club near the top of the table. All the ingredients for an excellent game. It usually is here at the Kassam. Phillips wins the ball back, finds Taylor on the edge of the area. Taylor still coasting through, beaten away brilliantly. What a save by the keeper, James Beadle. Killian Phillips overturning possession. Taylor darted into the box, found the space for the shot, and it was a superb save by the Oxford stopper on loan from Brighton. Oxford just keeping possession here, trying to stretch Wycombe. This is very much the Liam Manning philosophy. Possession football, working it around the pitch. They're doing really well doing so now. They found some space on the right-hand side. Cross comes in, back to Rodriguez, who scores! It's a great bit of play by Oxford United. They found the space eventually on the right-hand side. The incision was cut. They went down the side, they rolled it back. And Ruben Rodriguez, first time right-footed, beats Max Striek. And in 24 minutes, it's Oxford United 1, Wycombe Wanderers 0. Leahy Chips the ball into the box, looking for Taylor, wasn't far away. Moorhead's clear, but only as far as Taylor now. Taylor, can he find an angle for a shot or a pass? He can't. Oh, there's a slip, and it is a penalty. There's a slip by McGuane, who then landed, put his hand out and touched the ball. The referee, a clear line of sight on it, stared at the incident, and it took him for ages to give the penalty, but agonisingly, like a cricket umpire, brought out the finger and pointed at the spot. Who takes this? Leahy?
Killian Phillips wants it. I think it'll be Leahy.
Luke Leahy will take the penalty. Killian Phillips was shaping up to do it. As Matt said, is it a diversionary tactic to maybe confuse the keeper a bit, who then starts preparing for a Killian Phillips penalty? Instead, it's going to be a left-footed Luke Leahy penalty. Leahy, if he scores this, he will become Wycombe's leading scorer for the season. Luke Leahy then, left-footed, against Beadle. Here he comes now, and he scores! It's 1-1. Luke Leahy, his 4th goal of the season, and the celebrations take place in front of the travelling faithful. 1,200 Chelsea Boys fans up on their feet. And the decent start to the second half has been rewarded. 55 minutes on the clock at the Kassam. It's Oxford United 1, Wycombe Wanderers 1. Little step over from the big Welsh centre-back. Can't find Taylor though, but the ball ricochets to McCleary. And now Hanlon. Hanlon's through on goal. Hanlon! Oh, he goes down. And the referee's given a penalty. Brandon Hanlon overran the ball and the keeper has clipped him. It looks to be a harsh one to me. A very harsh penalty, but a penalty it is. And for the second time this game, Seb Stockridge points to the spot. Brandon Hanlon was through on goal. The keeper raced out. Hanlon went past him. I don't think he was in control of the ball. He's gone over the keeper. Stockridge was in a good position and he's pointed at the spot. The referee has now said don't take the penalty yet. He wants to have a chat with Liam Manning. Liam Manning, normally so mild-mannered and calm, has been sent off. Liam Manning has been shown a red card here. Leahy approaches the ball now and scores again. Goes the same way. He let the keeper make the decision, and Leahy, arms outstretched, flies into the open arms of the Wycombe Wanderers fans. They've turned it around here, the Chair Boys. 80 minutes on the clock at the Kassam. Oxford United 1, Wycombe Wanderers 2. Luke Leahy at a double. Long into the feet of Harris, back to goal. Leahy, penalty. Right on the edge of the penalty area, and the referee, Seb Stockridge, has adjudged that Leahy has caught Harris, and it's a penalty, and Cameron Brannigan has the ball in his hands, and it's going to be Cameron Brannigan versus Max Striek. Mr. Reliable for Oxford United, here he comes, and scores. It's 2-2. Cameron Brannigan collects the ball and punches it towards the halfway line. He sends Striek the wrong way. And in stoppage time at the end of this game, it's Oxford United 2, Wycombe Wanderers 2. Gaffer, another entertaining game, a 2-2 draw in a game against our local rivals. What was your take on the game?
My take was that we started really strongly. We picked a really attacking team because we wanted to start on the front foot and press high and play the game in Oxford's half. We didn't want to come here and sit back and hope to soak up pressure. So we picked a team that we believe could take the game to Oxford, and I thought we did that. Slight swing in momentum at the end of the, midway through the first half, maybe second half of that was Oxford's, and they scored and maybe created another couple of opportunities. But we spoke again and changed things slightly at half time, and second half I'm so proud of the way we performed. 3 games this week. We've gone away from home to 2 teams that we fully expect to be in and around it at the end of the season, and Bolton at home as well, and 3 games where we've come away with positive XG and positive performances, and we've really shown ourselves in a good light. If we keep playing like that, we'll keep picking up points.
Do you feel like you're scratching your head a bit here, thinking just 2 points from the last 3 games, you deserve more?
Yeah, you get what you deserve in life, so we need to keep deserving more, because eventually bad luck or referee decisions or other bits and pieces can't keep going against you. So we have to retain our belief in what we're doing, which the boys certainly are. If you look at the performance levels from the last 3 games, it's been very, very good. So for me, it's about retaining that belief, retaining that momentum, and making sure we're trying to improve on every occasion.
Talk to me about the setup today, because obviously Josh Scowen missing the game through 5 yellow cards, always going to be a big miss, but a very attacking lineup away from home here at Oxford.
Yeah, the way we want to conduct ourselves, the way we want to set up our team, we want to be attacking. We just felt that we could move Lukey into midfield, but he's performing, extremely well as a left side of a back 3. G-Mac's obviously a massive player for his football club, has been for a few years now and will be in the future as well. So we wanted to get him back in the team, and we felt like it was a slightly deeper position for him. But G-Mac's a very intelligent and good footballer, and we know that good footballers can adapt their game. And G-Mac done that today. We wanted to start on the front foot. We wanted to play the game in the attacking half, and that's why we picked the team we did.
You said we started the better of the team, controlled the first 20 or so minutes, but the goal really changed the game, didn't it, in that first half?
It did, but it was a ricochet out on the left-hand side. It kind of bounced off, and then it opened us up. We have to do better in the box and maybe get attached to Rodriguez, but essentially, we felt like at that point we were controlling the match. That swung the momentum in Oxford's favour, and you have to manage those situations. But we'll keep trying to improve on the way we're going about our business. Maybe adapt if we need to. We're not happy with conceding the amount of goals we have done this week, but on the balance of playing and the way we've gone and created chances, I think we could have easily taken more than the 2 points that we have.
Talk to me about Luke Leahy, because in games like this they're highly charged, the fans play their part, and penalties have played a big part here down the years as well, and they played a huge part in that second half. Nerves of steel from Luke Leahy.
Yeah, incredible. He's, I can't talk highly enough of Luke. I've said it several times and I'll keep repeating it. He's an absolute top guy, first and foremost, a real good human. Incredible leadership skills and incredible people skills, I think, connecting people in the dressing room and out on the pitch. He's adapted his game to different positions, and he's done that for us already this season, and to show that authority in that situation and show that calmness, it's just a testament to him, because he's been an incredible signing so far, and I know he will be for several years to come for us.
What was your view on the final 2 penalties of this game? The first one going to Wycombe to give them the lead, and then the second one coming very late on to provide Oxford the lifeline for the equaliser.
Brandon's gone round the goalkeeper and he's brought him down, so it's a penalty. The last one, I think, is extremely tough for the referee to make a decision in that situation when there's so much emotion in the ground and the player goes down in the manner of which he did. Gives him a decision to make, but we have to feel aggrieved in that situation, because at that point we were comfortable seeing out the game.
The pace continues over the games. It's another game on Tuesday, this time at home again, back under the lights at Adams Park. It's been a relentless period, but how's the squad looking going into that one?
Yeah, we're obviously carrying some injuries. David Wheeler came here today but was unfortunately ill, so we had to make a change to the team sheet literally as I was handing them in. We had to change the team sheet. Jasper came back in. We were going to rest him after the exposure he's had to the first team, but I thought he did admirably, considering he was only told just before kick-off that he was coming back in. So we've lost Wheels to illness, so hopefully he'll be better for Tuesday night. It's nothing serious, but just didn't quite feel ready to go and play. So we're carrying some injuries, we're carrying some illness in the camp, but I'm really proud of the players we have available, the lads that have been going out there and doing it, and we know the injuries will be back soon to help the cause, but we're in good shapes. I must also say massive thank you to the supporters this afternoon. The backing that they've given me and given the players, more importantly, and the way that they've really cheered us on today. They've turned up incredible numbers to come here, and really I feel like they're believing in what we're doing. They're fully backing everything we're doing, and so I'd really like to say a real heartfelt thank you to them, because as a football club we're only as strong as our support base. We're only as strong as their belief in what we're doing, and at the moment I feel like that unity is really strong, so I'd just like to say a massive thank you to them for that.
How does it feel when the fans get behind you? Because in that second half, the end of the first half it was a bit flat, but the second half they really rose themselves as well, and it all came together, didn't it? How does it feel when the fans get on their feet and really get behind the boys and you? Yeah,
it's emotional for me, because obviously my relationship with them built over a number of years. I think that I know what this club means to so many people. It's more than just a club. it's their life, and they spend their life supporting the club, coming to sponsor events, coming to away games, supporting us through thick and thin. And there's been some good times and some bad, and we've built a really strong bond over that time. So to be able to see them really supporting the boys and how vocal they were today and really backing us and driving us on, it's quite emotional for me, because I'm so proud of this football club. I love this football club, and I'm so pleased with it. They're really believing in what we're doing and backing the players.
Luke, where do we start? A local derby and a game with loads of action, and you're at the heart of all of it, pretty much.
Yeah, some good, some bad. No, it was a really enjoyable afternoon until probably the 96th, 97th minute. But yeah, delighted with my involvement in our part, but it's a bit frustrating about the penalty.
Talk us through what goes through your mind in a game like this when you get given the ball, fans from both sides making all the noise. How do you focus?
No, I enjoy it. Yeah, I just take myself away and get away from all the madness that's going on, because I knew that their players were going to run over to the ref. And then I remember putting the ball down. I don't know if it was for the second one or the first one, but the ref comes over to the manager and sends him off, and then I've got another minute or two to wait. So yeah, I just take myself off into my own space, and it's something that I've worked on quite a lot, to gather my thoughts, and I know where I'm going, and thankfully both pens went in. The
second one is the tricky one. Harry Kane at the World Cup started a big discussion about two penalties in a game, but did you wait for the keeper to tell you which way to go?
Yeah, he went quite early, didn't he? And it sort of, I was like, oh, there's an opportunity there, and I think it hit the post and went in, did it not? I think maybe, if I remember it rightly, but yeah, he moved quite early, which gave me a lot of room and a lot of time to pick my place. And as soon as it hit the back of the net, delight for me and delight for the fans.
1,200 of them made the short journey up here and right in front of the goal as well, where it happened, and the celebrations look like good fun too.
Yeah, enjoyable to celebrate with them, and see all the celebrations and see the smiles on their faces, and I know it's just gutting to think that we could have easily come away with 3 points, but on the other hand, to play like this away to a team that's in the automatic places is brilliant. And the last 3 games, I know we've only got 2 points, but we've took it to them and given them a real game, and it shows that we're not far away.
What's the dressing room like? Because you say that 2 points from the last 3 games, the performances perhaps deserve more. What's the mood in the dressing room like?
No, definitely performance deserve a lot more, but the dressing room was fine. Everyone come up to each other, keep your head up, and we'll go again. There's no dwell time, because we've got another game Tuesday at home, and if we win that, then it's 4 points in 2 games is very good, and we'll be ready for Tuesday. We'll all recover properly, and we'll go again.
And 2 penalties at this end, but there was another penalty unfortunately at the other end. What was your thoughts on that? 95 minutes, I think.
Yeah, probably best not to say what I think. I don't want to get in trouble, but he was waiting to give it. You couldn't speak to him all game, and he made it about him, and that was it. So I was hoping Maxi would save it, but it's good penalty from their boy. But we go again Tuesday. Yeah, that's all I'll say. 3 goals for you this week. We were calling you the king of the assist, but you've now overtaken the amount of assists with goals. So king of the goals. Yeah, just doing my part. I like to take penalties, free kick. Just play my part and help the team. And at the minute, I'd like to think I'm doing that, and long may it continue.
Thick and fast these games, as we always say at this time of year. We're back at it again on Tuesday, this time at home. That's a big game now.
Definitely, yeah, they're all big games, but if we win there, like I said, 4 points in the last 2 games is real positive, and we like it thick and Saturday, Tuesday. There's nothing better, because you can build that momentum, and we certainly are, and we're back home on a Tuesday night under the lights at Adams Park, so really looking forward to it.
The thoughts of manager Matt Bloomfield there, and Luke Leahy, the penalty hero from the Kassam. But what did the Oxford United fans think of it? Here's the opposition view. Swarby, 39.
That was like playing with a man or two less than Wycombe all game long. That ref really is a piece of work. Whilst the point is massively disappointing, it's a good show of character to not capitulate and get something from the game, having been at a complete disadvantage. We may as well have kicked off 2-0 down. So, in the end, 2-2 is a relief.
Jolteon,
Wycombe had 3 shots on target all game. 1 in the first 5 minutes, which Beadle saved, then 2 penalties that were never penalties. The absolute definition of a ref gifting them a point.
Bert.
They have to make referees accountable and put them before the press at the end of the game. That was an absolutely disgusting performance today, and Mr. Stockbridge should be demoted down a league or 2.
Grumpy Git.
Seb Stockbridge will continue being a crap ref. He won't suffer any sanctions for his mistakes. He'll just piss off another team next week. The real game changer was not playing the advantage when Harris was through. That is basic officiating, and he screwed it up, which cost us 3 valuable points.
Follow the Ox 1.
It really amazes me how much Wycombe and their fans see us as their cup final. And to any Wycombe fans reading this, I really don't think we're a big team, so I'm not being arrogant. But I mean, fireworks at their place when they win 1-0. And today you could see just how much the game means to their players and fans. I really don't get it.
Werther's Original.
I don't mind us being canny in the first half. And yes, we did create a couple of chances. But what was the plan in the second half? It was all so slow. I'd have liked to have seen the subs much earlier and for us to really have a go at them. Wycombe were very mediocre, although at least they didn't annoy me like they used to. And their forward, Taylor, looked quite useful.
Steve Gilbert.
Having watched the goals back, the Wycombe player picked the ball up before the ref blows the whistle for the first penalty. Then, for the second pen, their player hasn't got control of the ball at all and is on his way down before Beadle touches him. Then they have 2 players well inside the box before the kick is taken. Whereas Arthur's goal is a very well-worked goal. We might not have been at our best, but Wycombe offered nothing going forward. The 3 shots on target stats show that. So, the ref has cost us 2 points today.
John Aubrey.
That referee needs investigating. He may as well have had a Wycombe shirt on. As for them, the worst team and set of fans we've seen all season. But Rugby FC shithouse result yet again. Well done, Yellows, for grafting a result against what we faced out there today.
Yellow Abroad.
Ref was dreadful today. Multiple poor calls and terrible inconsistency. He created chaos in a game in which both sides did well not to lose their cool. As an Oxford fan, I would have preferred to see us get all 3 points. But Wycombe played well enough and the game could have gone either way. A draw feels like a fair result.
Ollie Jones.
Our penalty was never a penalty either. A referee should never have to even up a game. That was disgraceful refereeing today. The EFL need an intervention into standards, and they need to do it quickly.
Nathan.
We nearly let Wycombe do a proper Wycombe on us there. Thank God for the pen. I'm not sure what I'd have done to myself.
It's another episode of Playlist Picks. Ryan Taffers Ollie was on last week. We had to listen to Westlife on Saturday. Cheers, Taff. But he did nominate Boise to do it this week. Harry, how you doing?
No, very good, thank you. How are you?
Very good indeed, mate.
Good.
Music a big part of your life as a footballer?
I'd say it is, to be fair. I do a lot of travelling, I think, so I listen to quite a bit of music.
Is that your own music, or do you have the radio on, or are you a Spotify?
Nah, Spotify, 100%, yeah. My own music.
Playlists, or do you let Spotify do the heavy lifting and do all the work for you?
It's either Spotify or Mixcloud. Spotify, you obviously pick your own songs, don't you? Mixcloud, it can be like an artist or like a DJ, or just put loads of songs together and just like a big mix. So it can vary between them.
What about pre-match? Is there, are you a sort of music to get you in the mood, or do you need this silence and your own thoughts? How does it work?
I have to listen to a couple of songs, to be fair. But it can vary. Sometimes it's going to be house music that just full blast in the car and it just gets you in it, or it can be like other music that just kind of gets you in the zone. So it can vary, but I have to listen to music before I go out. See, I don't play football, so I don't have to play music before, but I find if I listen to music in the car like that, I speed, so I have to be really careful. Yeah, a little bit, to be fair. Yeah, I have to be careful, yeah. What's your first track? Dreams and Nightmares, Meek Mill. This is, like, I think, #1 track for Wycombe Wanderers players this season and also last season. Yeah. What is it about this particular artist and track? You know what, I don't even think we listened to it in the changing room, but if everyone said it, I don't understand why. But now on the way to the training ground, to the stadium, sorry, from here, that's like the first one that goes on. I don't know what it is, it's just, I don't know, it just gets you, doesn't it? Gets you fired up? Yeah, 100%, yeah. Okay, fair enough. Right, for I think the 4th or 5th time, it's Meek Mill and Dreams and Nightmares.
Back on 12 o'clock, and they be throwing deuces on the same way to get watched. And I'm the king of my city, cause I'm still calling them shots. And these lanes talking that both at the same thing in that flop. I'm the same morphic in the first street with them that braids that lock.
We're based up here at Marlow Road. We can always hear the stereo in the gym. There's some pretty interesting choices. Yeah, it's a bit weird, isn't it? It's Lukey, or if Killian takes it, it's Lukey just has, because on a wind-up, I think, and just plays songs that everyone just dances to, but if Killian takes it, it can be stuff that will get your head banging and everything. Yeah, it's a big mix, to be fair, in the gym, but no, I like it. Everyone likes it. Nick Freeman left Wycombe to join Stevenage, but he was the sort of the DJ in the squad. He seems to have not been replaced. It seems a bit of a free-for-all. Are you going to step up and take control? I don't mind the music that gets played, to be honest. Especially now, Kano's obviously injured at the moment, but when Kano was on it, Kano was, I like Kano's playlist. Okay. And now, to be fair, it's all right. It could be better, but I'm just looking forward to Kano getting back. Right, song 2, what is it? Emotionally Scarred, Little Baby. Okay, why this song? It's another one like the Meek Mill one. I don't know, when there's certain songs that just, I don't know, you kind of listen to them for years. And you just have like a connection to it. I don't know why. So I feel like when I play it, it has a meaning to me, but I don't know what the meaning is, if that makes sense. Music has that amazing thing, it can take you back to a time or a place. Yeah, when it first came out, when I was at school and stuff, and it's just like, you know every word to it and you can sing every word of the song, and it's like, you just get lost in it, to be honest. But that's one of my favourites. So the lyrics to this take you back to school. Where was that? St Bede's in Manchester. Okay. So it's completely different then. But yeah, it's a little reminder of it. Do you know what I mean? It's your life. So that's a good one. Remind me the name of the artist and the track again. Emotionally Scarred, Little Baby. This is a new one for me. Right, Emotionally Scarred, Little Baby. This will take you back to Harry Boyes being at school in Manchester. Enjoy.
Stage, long way from Session A. Big wave, he gon' have to get saved. Riding on foreign, chiefin' on the forest. I know I went there for you, at least I said I'm sorry. You know what it was, I told you that I was hardest. I'm emotionally scarred, that ain't even your fault, but...
Right, we're on to Harry's final choice, and we're being serenaded by Luke Leahy now in the gym. I'm not sure if our mics can pick this up, but if you can't, Luke is singing along to the Proclaimers. Jack Grimmer must be going crazy at this moment. Nah, Grimmer will probably be joining in with him, to be honest. They're both as bad as each other then. Third and final choice, what is it? Tombstone, Rod Wave. Okay, another new track for me. I'm learning so much. Why this track? Rod Wave's more of like a singer, but like, he's to be fair, he's become my most favourite artist recently, to be fair. I don't know, more like he gets you more in your feels, if that makes sense. So like, he's a bit slower, so
I don't know. He's good. He's good.
In your fields, I like these expressions as well. I'm learning on this thing. How do you discover new music? You said this is a new thing for you. This guy. How do you discover it?
I think it's just friends. I'm guessing. You know, like even say you car share with your friends or whatever, and they'll put a song on or an artist that you like, and you're like, I'll give them a little listen when I'm at home, and obviously listen to him when I go home, whatever, in my own car, and you take a connection to him, and you're like, yeah, he's good, to be fair.
Wow. Right, Harry Boyes' final choice is Rod Wave.
Down in my drawers, stuck in the sad news. My phone say 7 missed calls, I know it's bad news. This life had left me so scarred, I'm knowing that's true. Remember time got so hard, I got it tattooed.
Harry, it's been great to get the insight into your musical. We'll think of you now at school, driving, not too fast, and now preparing for games. We know what's going to be going on. You've got one final task. Ryan Tafazoli put you forwards. Who's going to be the next chairboy to do playlist picks?
Killian Phillips, 100%.
I'm so glad you said that, because we listen to Killian's choices from up here, and it needs a wider audience.
So yeah, it'll be interesting to see what he picks.
It could be anything, right?
Yeah, honestly, anything. Scary. Yeah.
He seems quite pumped up on match day. Does music play a part?
He has his own earphones in. Yeah, and he goes in his own little world with his Red Bull. Yeah.
Boysy, thank you very much. We'll be including these songs around our match day at Oxford United this weekend.
Thank you.
Fingers crossed it brings us luck.
Fingers crossed, yeah.
Top man, Boysy.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you.
It's Till Death Us Do Part, the feature where we talk to Wycombe fans about their choice of football club. It's like a marriage, it's for life. And this week we've got Wycombe Wanderers fan, but also the kit man, JT. JT, how are you, mate?
I'm good, mate. How are you?
Very well indeed. You work for the club, but you've been a fan for the club much longer. When did you start your involvement with the famous Chairboys?
I think I first started watching in the 97-98 season. Free ticket from school, got me down there for the Notts County game. And I've been following them ever since.
And what's it like washing the kit of your heroes?
I mean, absolutely love it. All the way down to the pants, to the dirty socks. We get it clean, we get them kitted up, and they're fresh and ready to go.
We sit here recording in the kit room at the training ground, and it's like a museum in here. There's some wonderful shirts on the wall.
I love them. Half of them are my own personal ones that I've collected myself. Other ones are ones I've just found here and hidden around the ground. But everyone's a gem, and everything deserves a place on the wall.
And also the dartboard is on the wall as well, which is the social hub of the training ground.
Absolutely. There are, on a match day, you'll have about 4 or 5 people in here playing Killer or Round the World, any one of the games that they like to play. It's a good way to get the players all in, camaraderie growing, and yeah, they have fun.
But the word on the street, the best darts player at Marlow Road is you.
Well, the proof's in the pudding. The name's all the way down the right-hand side of the dartboard. The only one to shoot a 180 yet. The boys are coming close. I think Keezy, Christy Ward and Vokesy, they're close, but they're just not on my level yet.
Who's the best player?
It'll kill me if I don't say him, but it's probably Christy, to be honest. He's come on a lot in the last year.
There we go. Right, let's start the feature then. So we start with something old. Your favourite ever Wycombe Wanderers memory. What is it?
It's got to be Wimbledon away in the FA Cup. It's one of the first games I really have a full memory of the entire day, the lead up to the game, the coaches getting lost in Croydon before kick-off, arriving 10 minutes late, and then, yeah, what a game.
Where were you? I mean, I was there that night as well. That side of the stand, there seemed to be a huge amount of us there that night.
Oh, the noise was incredible that night. Again, that's one of the main things that I can remember from the night, is just the noise, the non-stop chanting from the crowd, just nerves everywhere, but in the end, all came around.
I've watched that game back recently. Every time, I've seen it a few times down the years, every time I watch it, there's something I've forgotten about, which on a normal game would be quite big. But, you know, like the Simo red card, for example, the state of the pitch, so much that went against us.
Yeah, I think one of the things that not many people remember is the very late penalty that they had in the 90... Was it the 90 minutes or was it early in extra time? I think it was late in 90 minutes that they missed a penalty. Martin Taylor saved a penalty. I mean, at that moment, I think we all thought, oh, the dream is over, but we're Little Wycombe and the dream never dies.
Some bloke called Gareth Ainsworth scored as well.
Yeah, that's another thing that people don't remember. There's so many Easter eggs from that game and so many things that tie us in with our club today that happened on that day. Yeah, it's incredible.
Have you seen a cup tie like it? Not obviously not involving Wycombe, but just in general. I mean, even the penalty shootout seemed to go on forever. Has there been another game like it?
Not, there probably has, but not that I can think of fresh in my memory. I mean, keepers coming down to take penalties and then rolling all the way back round to the start again. It was incredible, wasn't it?
2-1 down in injury time with 10 men, having played a huge part of the game with 10 men. When the equaliser went in, I just thought, that's it, we've done it now, we're going to go through.
Oh, I think we all did in the stands at that moment. It was incredible. We didn't think we were going to get anywhere near that, and we kept going and going and going.
Martin Taylor's shirt is up on the wall here. I mean, I just knew as soon as it went to penalties, I thought, I'm already thinking about the draw.
Well, everybody always had faith in Martin Taylor when it came to penalties, didn't they? He was incredible in goal, just a real wall in there.
I love that you've chosen this game because that cup run provided some fantastic memories further than this, but it all kind of really, the momentum really came from Selhurst Park, didn't it?
Yeah, I think that's not where it all started, but that's where we really got our momentum to kick on for the rest of the year, get the momentum into Division 2 that year to stay in the division, and honestly, without that cup run, I think we probably would have got the playoffs that year.
Well, there we go. Great day, great night. I remember getting home about 3 a.m. from that, and I lived in London back then as well, which showed you the celebrations after that one. JT, something new. Your favourite member of the current squad, and I guess being a member of staff, this is a tricky question for you.
It is a tricky question. There's a couple of lads who spend a lot of time in this room, so I'm going to have to say Max Striek. He's probably the first one in here every day, spends about 2 hours in here every day. He's just crazy, isn't he? You can't help but smile and feel happy when he's around you.
He is a classic goalkeeper, isn't he? He's just got that off-the-wall personality.
Oh, absolutely. They say all goalkeepers are crazy, but I think Max takes crazy to a little bit of the extreme. He is completely bonkers, but we love him, and he's allowed to express himself here. That's what this club is all about. Be yourself.
I noticed he wasn't mentioned in the top darts players.
No, he is getting better though. He can hit the board now. There's a lot of holes in the wall there that a lot of them were him. But no, he's not great, but he's fun.
He's a goalkeeper that I think positionally is really, really good. So you must love that, because then if you're in the right position, it means he doesn't have to do a lot of diving and getting his kit muddy.
Absolutely. No, Max's kit is genuinely probably one of the best ones that comes through the wash. The worst, and I mean, he played a couple of weeks ago and he only played 2 minutes. But Killian Phillips, I don't know what that boy does. I think he spends half the time on the floor.
Supermax then is your favourite current player. That's a great answer too. Right, on to something borrowed there. This could either be your favourite ever Wycombe Wanderers loanee or a player, no matter how controversial, you wish we'd have signed.
See, back when I was younger, I was always a massive fan of Dean Ashton when he played for Crewe Alexandra. We'll have to start that again, ain't you?
We'll keep that in. We're in the kit room. We're going to get lots of people coming in here. That was some vocal bits there from one of the many bends that works at Marlow Road. So Dean Ashton, why Dean Ashton?
When he was at Crewe, I just always remember seeing his name on the old Vidi printer on teletext. It was always Dean Ashton scoring for them. He used to score against us all the time. And actually, if I remember rightly, I used to play a computer game called LMA Manager 2003. And lo and behold, he scored against me every single time and he'd never signed for me. So he was one that I always really wanted.
I mean, he's got a hairline like me now, but if I remember rightly, when he was a player, he was a man that rocked a peroxide haircut like myself, which is always remembered. Is that the right guy?
Yes, slick back, looking cool, scoring goals.
Yeah, and warning kids, if you peroxide your hair, you end up like me and Dean Ashton, so be careful. Yeah, I mean, he did score quite a few against Wycombe, I recall, is that right?
Yeah, I think he scored quite a few against us. I couldn't tell you which games he scored against us in, but I do remember his name being on the score sheet quite a few times. And
he's a regular pundit now. Do you think he's fond on Wycombe? Some of his punditry has been quite against us.
Oh, is anyone really fond of us anymore? That's the real question. But I mean, I don't think he's got any malice towards us, but he certainly probably enjoyed scoring against us all them times.
Well, it's always good to get his viewpoint on any games across the league stuff. So that takes us on to the final bit, something blue. Now, this could be your favourite piece of Wycombe Wanderers merchandise. We're surrounded by quite a lot of it in here already. Or your favourite or best idea for a piece of merchandise the club are missing out on?
See, my favourite bit of merchandise, even growing up, was the end-of-season review DVDs and videos. Obviously, with the way that technology's gone these days, they're a thing of the past. But yeah, I would absolutely love for them to come back. I remember every year, as soon as the season ended, I'd be walking into town, into the club shop, and I'd be asking the ladies every day, is the DVD out yet?
What would be your favourite season then? If you've got your collection of videos and DVDs, what's the one that you would go to watch first?
Mission Impossible. That was my favourite one every time. I can't tell you how many times I've watched that one. Brilliant.
That's on VHS, isn't it?
That is on VHS, even before DVDs.
Have you still got a video player?
Not at home, no, but I'm sure I could find one in the loft here somewhere. I'm sure there's one out in the shed.
JT, we talk ahead of the Oxford United game. As somebody who goes all the away games like myself, a nice short journey. You must be looking forward to that.
A lovely short journey and very easy to get kit into the kit room. I mark my rivalries these days on how easy kit is to get into ground, so some of the clubs that I consider a rival to myself probably aren't to the club. But no, Oxford, very nice.
Which end do we warm up at? Is it the fence end?
Yes, the fence end. So please, if the lads could keep the balls out of the car park before the game, that would be great.
That was going to be my final question, because as part of the kit roll, you have to look after all of our footballs. You only get a certain amount per season, and I'm guessing not having a stand at one end means that you're doing a few miles on Saturday running around the car park.
Absolutely, I had that same problem at Bristol this year while they were doing the renovations of the away stand. It's probably the bane of my life, losing footballs.
JT, always a pleasure. Keep up the good work.
Cheers, thank you very much, Phil.
Right, that's your lot for this week. Many thanks to JT and Boise. We'll be back next week live from the studios of Wycombe Sound with studio guest Luke Leahy, so get your questions in for him. In the meantime, come on you Blues.